Yeah, so first of all, I would like to copy the link of this live that I'm doing right now. So I like to copy the link and share it to the community so nobody misses out on this. So let's come here to live. Um I think this is it. Um, share, copy link. Um, okay. All right. So I'm trying to make sure that everyone can hear me and everything is going on. So yesterday we had a situation, right, where I thought everyone could hear me, but uh, after 1 hour of talking, I found out that, and I think all of that came from me not wanting to, me not waiting for feedback, just wanted to do the live and just go on with it like that, you know. But today I think I'm going to need some feedback at least before I start, right? So, okay, so while I'm waiting for feedback, let's come here to, so there's a video, there's a short I posted yesterday that has done 1K views. I know 1K views is not so much, but I'm just I'm just happy about it, I guess. So leave my excitement alone. Let me excite in peace. Yeah, so I'll come here to shorts and yeah. So this is the video. Okay, so yeah, that's the video. And I want to remake the video. So I'm not going to try to do exactly what I did here. I'm just going to try to do something nice also, so if you're following, I hope you have a nice time. Let me come here to CapCut. Yo. All right, so of course so recently I've been thinking of getting the Pro CapCut. What do you guys think? If you've used Pro before, what do you think? Yeah, see, yesterday I did that auto generate caption and it just happened in like seconds. Like, what, the thing just blew my mind. Instead of the normal me typing the text and all of that, you can't do that on phone, but I think you can do that you can do auto caption on system. It's not a pro feature on system, but on phone it is, you know. Anyway, so most probably I'm going to get a pro, but I'm also thinking about it. A lot of people in the community are not using pro, and there are things they might want to ask me about that I might not be able to to, will I say empathize? Like I might not be able to understand because maybe I'm using Pro and they're not using Pro. Anyway, so that's also one of the things I'm considering. Please let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Just let me know what you think about this whole situation of Pro. So this is me wanting to import videos. I want to import videos, right? I made these videos yesterday. It didn't take me 5 minutes to make these videos. So let me walk you through the process, how I made the videos, right? I just wrote down what I wanted to talk about, what I wanted to say. I wrote down the words. So this time I did like the full scripting. I hardly script. I hardly I hardly do full scripting like that. But yesterday I just wanted it to be fast. I just wanted to drop the information. I just didn't want that spontaneity that me talking from my heart, like what I'm doing right now. I just didn't want that yesterday. I just wanted to say what exactly I wanted to say. So I had scripted it down, written down all the lines I wanted to talk about, you know, like word for word though. That's what I'm saying. Like word for word. So in this video, in this video, I don't know if while I'm streaming whether I can play the video and you guys will hear. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you would hear. I'm not sure yet. But first of all, I want to pause this. I want to pause this and go and please, if you are here, if you are online, right, and you can hear me right now, please, I beg, just drop a comment to help me know that you can hear me, you know, because I don't want what happened yesterday to happen again. Please drop a comment to let me know that you can hear me and I'm audible and I'm not just talking to myself, because this went on for 1 hour and it wasn't funny. After the whole thing, I found out that I had just been talking to myself, you know. So these are the two videos I made yesterday, one after the other. I think this one should come before the other one, right? Now, one thing you want to always do when importing video, one thing I always do when importing videos to a CapCut project is to make sure it is HD, you know. Make sure it is HD. After you've done all the stress of shooting a very good video. Oh, see me sitting down there like better person. Haters, I know. Leave me alone. I'm a better person. Anyway, so after you've done all this stress and you want to now import your video, right? You've done all the stress of filming. You've done the lightning part of your filming and all of that. You want to now import the video, right? Please make sure you use HD so that you can get the best of your video, you know. Yeah, having said that, so I'm just going to play this, assuming that you guys can hear. All right, so if I feel that, so when I'm recording, let me also say this, when I'm recording, right, as at the point I'm recording, so let me say I want to say this guy went from working night shift at 7-11. I want to say that, right? And I say this guy went from working night shift at 7-7. I will just say it again. This guy went from working night shift at 7-11. Most probably I'm going to say it again just a third time, right? So that when I'm editing, and I would now sample the three of them, whichever one comes as the best to me is what I'll now use as the particular clip for that. So one of the first things I want to do is, because this is a short, right? If you look at this video, right, you can see that I'm still not getting feedback from anybody yet. So I'm still okay. Nobody has said anything. Nobody has said anything. Let me go to the community and maybe drop something. Can anyone hear me clearly? I mean, nobody is giving me feedback. Can anyone hear me clearly? Anyway, let me go on with what I was saying. Now, so because this is a short, right? This may look good for you, but I found out that most times you want to take a good proportion of your video, especially in a short, right? You want to take a good percentage. I think that's a better word. A good percentage of the video. So you see, I have zoomed out so that you can see my entire body is taking a good part of the video, right? And this is something that I see a lot of people doing. And if you like the style, you might want to do that too. So let me see. Okay. I think this might be just good, right? Okay, so let me play this. Now you must do that before so that's the first step. Make sure that you handle things like orientation. Orientation has to do with how do I describe this now? Orientation has to do with whether it's landscape or portrait, whether you're doing a short or a long, and that's orientation. Whether it's landscape or portrait, handle those things first. You understand? Now, normally, if this were a landscape video, like if it were if I turned the phone to film this, normally, naturally, the orientation of this video would naturally be that. But see, anything that has to do with orientation, anything that has to do with the size, the proportion of your own picture in the video, you want to do that before you start working on the video, before you start working on the clips, before you start removing the parts you don't want. You know why? Because this clip now, as soon as you split it, whatever you do with one, it might now be that you have to do it with the other ones. You have to repeat it with the other ones, except maybe you find a way to apply to all. And I found that sometimes it's not every time that you can do that. It's not I think somebody sent a message. No, okay. Someone gave a thumbs up. Will that mean that they can hear me? Anyway, let me just go on. Let me ignore that. Let me ignore that and go on. Uh, all right. Okay, so having fixed the proportion of my image in relation to the entire video, right? I think I can now go on and play this video. So see what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is I'm reading the script, then I will now recite it with some spirit, with some demonstration and like that. Put myself into it. So this is what you want to do with a script. First of all, you recite it, internalize it, and then you now teach it more like that. So here I'm saying this guy went from XYZ. Now this is where I'm actually demonstrating it. You get that? And I think I can now see that my head is being cut out from this. It doesn't look pretty. So let me bring it down a little bit. All right. Also, I can see that all of these points I was still reading up till, say, this point. Let me play from here. Okay. Okay, so one thing you want to do is split it. So this clip now, you can click on split here. You can see it here. Once you highlight the clip, you can see split here. You just click on split. It's going to split the clip into two, right? Now, I don't need this beginning part. I don't need that because that part was where I was reading the script to myself and all of that. I was saying, are you ready? Are you ready? You know, that kind of thing. We don't need that here. So I'm going to click on delete here. So that goes. So let me play what's remaining. Okay. Okay. I also want to remove a bit of what is here. Let me play. Okay. So I don't think I need all of these things. So I'm also going to delete. Right. So this is the second clip. So that first clip was really short. Most of what I need are in the second clip. So let me just uh, so let me also remove this, and so I will be repeating some things over and over again just in case somebody is like at the beginning level. Right. I also want to cut this so I can delete this part of it here. Right. This um this part of it, the beginning of this clip is me asking, you don't start, you know, have you started and all of that. I don't need that in the video. So I'm going to split and then click on this and you see delete here, right? So I can delete that and then play again. Okay. I didn't cut enough, so I need to do that now. Let me see. I think I cut a little too much. So you need to just keep testing and testing. Okay. All in 1 week. Okay, so as at the week, I was already looking down. Okay, so I think I'm going to look something. I'm going to use something to cover this part. So it's like I wanted to go to the next thing to say, but I didn't say the week while I was still looking at the audience. So that's something. Anyway, let me split at this point, and then um, I I don't need all of this. I'm just giving several takes of the same thing. You know, trying to make it okay. Okay, so there are many places where I said, but then it got fired. So let me first create and delete this one so that I have something. Okay. Okay, so I'm also going to split here. Um, so all of you, I'm still reading the script. Okay, so yeah, so I need to split here so I can delete this part and play. Okay, and remove some parts of that and play. Um, that kind of thing. Okay, so I want to split again and let's go. One day picked up the camera. Okay, so there's a lot of talking I'm doing here. Let me, all right, so I can split and delete this guy here. Uh, so this is something you should know. Once you get this part of it, right, this is practically the hard part um of editing, right? Removing the silences, the parts you don't like, and all of that. So normally my editing does not come with all this many work on a norm, sha, because I I don't usually script so much. I just talk from my heart usually. So if you're talking from your heart, you hardly need to do a lot of editing, But today in this particular video, I wanted to do all of this just so you guys can get a feel of the entire process, in a normal video that's you get what I'm saying. Okay, let me play from the beginning now. Hey, in his shoes. I don't want any more talk. In his shoes, that's okay. All of this, I'm going to remove them. Right. So now I'm reading the script again. Uh, okay, so at this point now, I'll split again and then delete this step. So it's just the same thing over and over in this particular part of the process, right? It's just the same thing over and over and over again, right? So I'm thinking now, should I continue doing it till we get to the end, or have I illustrated? Okay, let me illustrate something else. Now, there's this thing I want you to learn that can give a little bit of excitement to your video, right? Now, have you seen sometimes you're watching a video and as the video is playing, is like the video is zooming to you, or whether it's a video or a picture is zooming to you or zooming away from you, that kind of thing. Let me try to let me do it from here. But before we even do that, so I can come here to animation. Note that I first of all clicked on the clip, right? I first of all clicked on the clip, and then I come here to animation, and then I come here to. So what kind of animation do I want to apply? Is it entrance animation? That's in, like how your video comes into the slide, into the video, how your clip comes into the video, or out how it leaves, and then combo, more like a combination of both, right? Let's do in first of all. Uh, let's do this type. Good. I think I like this. Then let's do out. Uh, let's see. No, I don't really want to. Okay, because that sentence did not end. Let me just stop at. Wait. Animation out. I don't want to do out. Just in. Right. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, so I don't want to do very dramatic things. So I just showed you how to add animations. Now, under your animation, let me say that again. Under your animation, when you click on a clip and you come to animations, right? There are three categories of animations that you can apply to a video. You can either apply in, that means how your clip comes into, so see zoom out for instance, right? And it's going to come in by zooming, how your clip comes into the video, right? I can extend it. Okay, so we have, so let me play what we have now. Okay, so you've seen that, you saw how I did that, right? All right. Now there are also other ways of putting some of those kinds of animation if you want. So for this one, for instance, I'm going to do something at the beginning. I've forgotten there's a particular word for this thing, right? At the beginning. Now see this. You see this more like a is this a star now, or I beg, I don't know what to call it. That has a plus close to it. You click on it, right? And then move it. So you click on it. It's undo add keyframe. Let me undo it. I lost track of where I was. Let me play it again. Okay, I think it might be this. So you click on this and then you move your video. No, let's do it again. You click on this, you move your video. Don't let it go out or it might stop or something. Good. Now when you get to that end, right? Let's say what you want to do is your video looking smaller. Good. Something like this. Okay. Then you do the minus here, right? So let's play it so you see. Wait, let me do it again, I beg. It's still there. Oh. Okay. So from beginning, we do a plus, we move and move and move till we get to like the end. It's oh, why is this thing is behaving itself? Plus, move this, and then minus plus. It's okay. So let's start here. I'm adding it. So I'm going towards the end. I do this. So you see it. All right. So I'm just trying to show you another way of achieving that zoom more like so that your videos, so you see the video is going down, like becoming smaller and smaller, you know. Let's do it here again in case you didn't get it. So you let's start from video being small, then you add a plus, you move and move and move. This is the end. Now let's zoom out a lot, and then let's see. Okay, okay, so let me play from the beginning now. Okay, so you can see the movement of the zooming, right? I can do this from animation, you know, but sometimes a very professional way of doing it is using this way I just taught you here. Right. Okay, so um let's see. I don't intend for this to be very long today though. Uh, okay, so one other thing you want to do at this point is to add music. So I might not do this to the end, right? Just so the video is not very long, but it's just a repetition of these things that I've done. So another thing I was saying you can do is to add audio, right? So we just come here to add audio. Now I have shown you how to get audios, but in case um, you've not seen any of those videos where I talked about how to get audios, what you can do is go to youtube.com/audio library, right? Go to youtube.com/audio library. You're going to find a lot of audios there. If you have any problem with that, just let me know. I'll clarify that. So I already have some audios from there. So I'm just going to come here and come to device and look for a good sound. Let's say Battle of the Dragons. Let's see. Okay. One thing I'm beginning to find is sometimes it's possible for you to use several beats depending on the rising and falling of your tone and what you're talking about. If you check the main video, the one I made yesterday, I did that. I use different audios, but for this one, I'm just going to use one. So when you import an audio, right? When you import an audio, one of the first things you want to do is to reduce the volume. For me, I usually like to reduce it to something like 12, very, very low. Okay, it doesn't look like, so it's like we need to increase the volume a little bit so that, so you need to be careful to balance your volume with, so you might want to use earpiece. I like using earpiece for this so that you can get more like a close to accurate picture of what every other person that watches your video will be getting, not just in picture but in the audio also. Like the percentage of the background sound that you're adding, it should not be too much, right? It should not begin to overshadow your voice. Also, it should not be non-existent. I see somewhere it's just better you did not add at all because nobody is hearing anything. You want to strike a good balance, and that's something that. All right, thank you. All right, so that's something that um let me play this video again. Okay, I've not edited up till this part, right? So I think what we have here is quite good. Okay, so yeah, these another parts that I think that okay, some people left. mm, no, it's not. It's not restream. I'm live right now. I'm live right now. Somebody say link is not playing. I'm going live on YouTube now. Oh God. Anyway, so I'm just going to continue, and then after everything, I'll drop the link. Okay, so we've added music. The next thing you want to do is bring in pictures and clips. So I've already done that before, so I don't want to do it anymore. I've recorded my screen. I've gone to, so there's somebody I'm talking about here, Ian, right? I've already gone to YouTube to record my screen. But when you're recording another person's video, make sure it's not more than 7 to 10 seconds each time you do that. You understand? You need to put that in mind because they can uh, they can get you for that. So you need to be careful about that too. So I'm just going to come here and add an overlay, right? Or overlay, right? Let me see which of these is the one I used for him yesterday. Okay, so 11 labs, 11, no, not 11 labs, 7, 11. Let me see which of these. Uh, no, no. That's not it. Let me see this one. No, that's not it. Also, 7-Eleven. Okay, I can't find the particular. I can't find the particular. Okay, let me just take the guy from this. Let me use this video. HG, remember HG, right? And then let's go next. Don't crop it. When you bring it here, you can now decide to crop it, right? So you see that I just want to use a small part of, I just want to use a small part of, just to illustrate how you can be talking. Okay, so I need to bring in that part where I show the 200 and okay, this part. No, it's not even just that one. There's some one. Yes, I think what I was looking for is in photos here. Mm, yes, it's in photo. It's actually a picture I was looking for, not a video. I made that mistake. All right, so while I'm talking, I want to zoom in on. Okay, so I want to zoom in. I want this picture to zoom in. Yeah, so I'm going to come here and move till we get here, then zoom in on the picture so we have something like this, so that you can see the 221k subscribers very well, right? All right, so let's see that. All right, so we have this. So what have we learned today? One, how to trim out noise, how to trim out uh, errors, things that you do not want from your video, right? How to do that, how to add music, how to use animations, like zoom in, zoom out, those kinds of things. Another way to add animations apart from using the normal animation, then how to add other media, like these other media that I added here, and also add animation to them, that kind of thing. Okay, so I think practically the rest of this video I just need to continue doing what I did in this part, so I don't need to do it to the end. I would like that somebody does it and then let me see what you did, and then maybe we'll do some corrections here. And they are really okay. Anyway, if you have things you need me to clarify, of course I can do that. But there are really no corrections. Just do what you like, and if you have things you want me to clarify, I can do that. I don't want this live to be too long, so I'm just going to cut it from this point. All right. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you have not joined us, um, we are having a 30-day challenge coming up very soon, where I'm going to start from the very scratch, very beginning of everything. I'm going to hold your hand and teach you how to do this and help you to be consistent. Create a system that works for you to be consistent. All right. So you can join us and implement with fire on YouTube. Implement with zeal on YouTube. My name is Lami and I'm glad you guys joined me on this live. I'll see you later.